have to play this video clip for you, and I know most of you aren't going to want to see it. I really didn't want to watch it at all either, and maybe I won't even play the whole thing just to save us all some time. But I have to play it because it's going to set up the rest of this video, and it is a clip of Al Sharpton speaking his nonsense, you know, the race hustler he is. So sit back, all right? Watch until the end. Don't skip. I know it's Al Sharpton. I get it. But it's setting up the rest of the video, all right? It's setting up the rest of the video. I probably won't even play this whole clip because I don't even want to watch this guy, okay? Also, make sure you guys smack that like button. If you aren't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and join the family. It's totally free. I have a second channel as well. It is called Extra Rich. That link is down below in the description box. And I know one of you told me, hey, why don't you just wear some of the merch so we can see it? So here you go. This is some merch. It's on the website. The link is down below in the description box if you want to get right so you don't get left, all right? Plus some other designs as well on the website. So link is in the description. Let's hop on into this clip of Al Sharpton spewing his nonsense. Check it out.
The voting rights decision by the Supreme Court on the Louisiana case is devastating. It shoots a bullet in the heart of voting rights that was gained through bloodshed and through all kinds of machinations to deny blacks and people of color the right to deal with the fact they were being racially excluded from voter protection and therefore their right to vote. In the statement made by Justice Kagan, she graphically laid out the grievous and dramatic way this will impact the electorate and therefore the citizens. All citizens have to pay the same taxes, but we will not have the same representation and the same protection for that. And I think that what has happened in this ruling really puts at risk the question of how we started the whole celebration of the 250th anniversary of the country. No taxation without representation.
Okay, so that's enough. So you hear him spewing his nonsense, and now we got to get into the meat and potatoes of this all, because I am absolutely enjoying watching people call out not only Al Sharpton, but then also the Democrat Party at large, and it is beautiful to see. Here's Leo Terrell to start it off. Check it out.
Hi, Leo 2.0 here, big-time Trump supporter. Can someone do me a favor? Can someone get in touch with Reverend Al Sharpton and tell him that Leo Terrell would love to debate him on the recent Supreme Court ruling on the Voting Rights Act? You see, I think he's lying to the American people. I don't think he's telling the truth. I think he's playing the race card. So how about a debate between Leo Terrell, 35 years as a civil rights attorney, I know the law, versus shakedown Reverend Al Sharpton, who has played the race card and is more upset that he can no longer play the race card. So I'm willing to debate him. We'll have an independent moderator and we'll go back and forth, set amount of time for each one to respond to the call of the question. Let's do it. Because I think your days are numbered. I think people like you, Jim Kleinberg, Hakeem Jeffries are dinosaurs who prey on Black Americans, trying to intimidate and scare them, claiming that racism still exists in the same manner it existed 65 years ago. This is 2026, Al Sharpton. It is not 1955, Al Sharpton. Accept my challenge to debate me, unless you're afraid. Unless you know you don't want to be exposed as a phony, as a fraud. I'll be waiting. I'm not going anywhere. I challenge you to a debate. 1 hour. God bless America. God bless President Trump.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Couldn't agree any more myself. And, you know, of course, that offer isn't going to be accepted. Democrats don't debate, because their arguments, their ideas can't stand up to debate. It doesn't stand up to scrutiny, right? And so you won't see Democrats debate Republicans just willy-nilly. I'm surprised, right? I'm surprised that Kamala Harris got up and debated Uncle Trump before the election. I fully expected that not to happen. Okay? So I will not be shocked if Democrats just stop debating altogether and just use the excuse, well, we're not going to be on stage with some Nazis or, some silly little mess like that, so that they don't have to get exposed live on television. Now, I want to continue on because there's more. People are calling the Democrat Party out, and I'm absolutely loving it, baby. You should too.
Hey, yo, as I look around this room, if you're 35 years old or younger, raise your hand. 4 people. So here's the thing. Y'all in trouble. Yesterday you had Al Green up here talking about we need a Secretary of Reconciliation, and then that's going to include what he said was reparations, which, by the way, wasn't reparations. Reparations is more than a check, but the very first thing it is a check. And come this year during the midterms and in 2028, if you don't have our check, you won't get no vote. No check, no vote. Yeah, I know that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what's happening. All of y'all in here, with all due respect, you're beautiful, but you're old. You're not talking to the youth. You don't know how to talk to the youth. You're trying to tell us what to do. We're not having it no more. So if you want our vote, you got to come with our paper. We're not scared of Trump. We're not scared of anybody. Biden is a racist. Trump is a racist. Kamala is a racist. And if you don't have our money, you don't get our vote. Yeah, not. Who are you? Oh, all right, yeah, so like I was saying, I'm going to land my plane right there, but the Democrats are no better than the Republicans. No check, no vote. Y'all take care. And somebody get my man a tissue. He need a tissue.
Now, obviously, I don't agree with everything you said. I think the Republican Party is a whole lot better than the Democrat Party, especially once we rid our party of the rhinos that we have in it, John Thune being one of them. He's up for re-election in 2028 out of South Dakota. Yes, I told you, I'm going to keep saying that. Every chance I get. I despise this guy so much, man. Anyway, see, I always like get off on a tangent when I think about John Thune, man. My goodness. Anyway, let me get myself back on track. I apologize. Y'all know how much I despise that guy. But, see, I completely lost my train of thought there. Goodness gracious. He makes me lose it. I got John Thune derangement syndrome. I've got John Thune derangement syndrome, man. My goodness. I've got it. I've got the disease, guys. I've got the disease. Don't worry. I don't want to be cured, okay? I don't want to be cured. I don't want any injections, okay? No, thank you. I'm going to ride this one out until 2028. Anyway, there's more, of course, folks calling out the Democrat Party. It is absolutely beautiful to see, as well as calling out, BLM, for example. Check it out.
So, again, I have to call out this, and I'm going to continue to call it out, that there was complete silence. It has been complete silence from most Black Hollywood and most of the Black media. When I say Black media, I'm talking about TMZ. I didn't see any articles about the Southern Poverty Law Center from TMZ yesterday. I'm calling them out right now. I'm calling out TMZ. I'm calling out Charlemagne the God. I'm calling out D.L. Hughley, and I'm going to continue to call out that racist, scandalous Roland Martin. I'm calling out Hollywood Unlocked with Jason, who's not a very nice person. I'm calling out all these people that y'all who normally have everything negative to say about Donald Trump, every time he breathes wrong, but your favorite party, the Democrats, y'all saviors, y'all Jesus who died on the cross for y'all sins, the Democratic Party, the Black pastors who, I'm calling out, what's his name, Jamal Bryant. I didn't hear who's been calling us the KKK and the Ku Klux Klan, who's been calling us white supremacists. Jamal Bryant, where is your outrage? that this civil rights organization was actually funding the KKK. They all silent. They ain't got nothing to say. You know why they ain't got nothing to say? Because it turns out the organization has been playing them like puppets on a string for like that. We've been telling y'all. Black conservatives and people on the conservative side have been telling y'all for a long time that the Democrats are playing y'all, that they got y'all like strings in a puppet, and y'all didn't believe us. Y'all thought that, no, we told y'all, because we are a lot smarter than y'all, because we actually use our brain. We don't just, we think for ourselves as black conservatives, because we realized that we were being lied to, that the Democratic Party has done nothing for black America, that we've been voting for them for 50, 60 years, and our communities are still in shambles. Our lives hasn't changed at all, and that it's time for a change. You know, look like Chicago's a great girl, great young lady running in for mayor. They need to vote for who's running the public. Flip Chicago, right? But they might not, because this is what black people do. So I'm calling out all the race hustlers, Reverend Al Sharpton. What do y'all have to say? That's my question to the black community and to these charlatans. What do y'all have to say about the Southern Poverty Law Center, y'all precious organization funding the KKK?
You know they ain't got nothing to say. You know they don't have a single thing to say. And you know what's also interesting about, all of these race hustlers and BLM and all of the likes, whenever anything happens to a black person at the hands of a white person, they all come out of the woodworks and scream to the high heavens like they truly care about black people, when I personally think they only care about money. And here's a perfect example why I think that. Did you guys hear about the mass tragedy where the black gentleman, I'm trying to keep this PG here so YouTube doesn't censor this. It was a mass situation where a father put like 7 of his children in pine boxes. Black man. This happened, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. Right? Did you guys hear about that? And I believe he put some lead in with one of his baby mothers as well. It might have been eight of his children that he put in a pine box. Like every one of them, if I remember correctly. Like he, put a little lead in them. And that's how he, put them in a box. How many people from BLM came out and marched in the streets, Black Lives Matter or the Al Sharptons of the world or any of these race hustlers? How many of them were marching out in the streets for those babies? Not a one. Not one. But black lives were lost. I thought BLM, Black Lives Matter, right? Why weren't they out marching in the streets? Oh. Because they couldn't create a dollar off of it. They couldn't create this boogeyman, the white man, off of it. Right? Because had that been a white male that did the exact same thing to those black babies, oh man, you'd probably see riots. But because it was a black gentleman, they had nothing to say. Quite interesting, isn't it? Quite interesting. Babies. Innocent babies. Gone. And these people who claim to care so much, and the Democrat Party claims to care so much, but none of them. I didn't hear a single Democrat say a single word. Not a one. If you heard them say anything, comment below. Comment below. I didn't hear a single peep out of them. And that should tell you everything you need to know about all of them. That should tell you everything you need to know. Because if it was really BLM, if it was really Black Lives Matter, then those black babies would have mattered. Didn't matter who took them out. Didn't matter who put them in a box. They still would have mattered. Just saying. Just saying. I got a couple more clips, but I'm going to leave y'all with this one. All right? I'm going to leave y'all with this one.
Well, I used to believe I was owed reparations due to slavery. I believed that I couldn't be racist towards white people because I didn't have systemic power. I believed in Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, all that stuff. I believed in transgenderism, feminism, pretty much everything that was backwards. And now,
did you say black words?
yeah, that was actually a Freudian slip, but yeah, backwards. Okay. And now I'm pretty much the opposite of everything. I'm not for the feminism. I'm not for the stuff. I'm not for Black Lives Matter or reparations.
What happened?
Well, I had a situation back in Chicago where I moved in an apartment, and they originally told me I'd be assigned a roommate of the same gender to share a bathroom. They actually ended up assigning me a transgender as a roommate, and I only found out it was a transgender because the toilet seat was being left up consistently. And when I reached out to my Black housing manager, she told me they weren't allowed to discriminate and I could move down the hallway to another room if I had a problem. And when she used the word discriminate, it made me think about politics. So I started looking up just what in politics made it legal for a man to be in a woman's space. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing all the evil, racist, Republican white people are the ones with common sense who don't want this weirdness going on. So I found myself voting for Trump.
And you became a wife at 23?
I did.
After being a feminist your whole life?
Did.
Okay.
Amazing. Amazing. There's still hope. There's still hope, you know? And more and more people are waking up and realizing the truth every single day. And it's beautiful to see. Got some more videos coming on that very topic itself, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, in between time, we got some primaries to go and vote in. So, by the way, if you live in Indiana or Ohio, primaries are today. So stop this video and get out and vote if you live in those two states, all right? And some other primaries are coming up as well in other states. So make sure you are participating not only in the midterms, but also in the primaries before the midterms, because obviously primaries are extremely important as well, so we can make sure we rid our party of these rhinos. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.